I want to talk about BluePrints, an app I've built that allows engineers to be more efficient in how they work. It's an engineering documentation app that allows you to centralize all your documents and create a search query that enhances both text and images to provide better context around the product and what you're building. This allows for enhanced collaboration and better onboarding for engineers that are coming onto a new product, but then also being able to quickly troubleshoot and make decisions based on the documentation that you have available. So the way this works is BluePrints has built something called RoboDocs, which is a chatbot that allows students who are participating in FRC robotics competition to ask questions about FRC documentation, because FRC documentation has a lot of different parts, materials, rules, and diagrams for how they want their robot built and what's allowed to be used. And so basically BluePrints attempts to kind of be able to create a centralized space for students to be able to learn and ask questions. But this product can also be deployed for any engineering team to be able to use as well. So just taking a look at the chatbot here, let's just ask a very simple question. We're going to ask, what is a PDH? And a PDH is a power distribution hub. It's how a robot is able to distribute power to different sensors and electronics. And so basically you can see here that the chatbot's able to provide an answer. It gives you a PDH issues guide on how to troubleshoot the PDH and a diagram of the PDH itself, and you can see all the different ports that are on the PDH and that type of stuff. And then, additionally, we can ask a couple different questions. We can talk about how the robot chassis is going to be, how the robot moves. So let's talk about swerve modules, which is how robots can move omnidirectionally. So what are swerve modules? And so, we ask this question, it'll query our database that we've trained that uses over 25 PDFs that are over 1,000 pages long. And, it's able to give us an answer about what swerve modules are, which allows for omnidirectional movement, and it gives us a little image of what a swerve module looks like. There's 4 of these on the robot, and that allows the robot to move in any direction. And so another question we can ask, and this is a more general question, is what gears can I use to build a robot? And this is going to be a more generic question. Obviously, it's trained on robotics gears for FRC, which are a little different from, just regular gears that are used in industry. But, it's able to provide us an answer very quickly on different kinds of gears and how they're used. And you can see it talks about the gear teeth, talks about standardized gears, and kind of talks about how they're implemented in FRC. So you can see how gears are used to build swerve modules, and then also how they're put together, and then also something like how the shafts are used. This is called a spline X4 shaft. So it's used to increase high torque on gears, and then additionally it's a little bit more stuff on gears. And so as you can see, the chatbot's really able to provide valuable insights to students learning about FRC and being able to kind of enhance their knowledge a little bit by providing both images and text on engineering documentation. And this is a really useful product for anybody. And so, obviously we have some documentation here. You can try this out for yourself. All you got to do is pip install these couple libraries, and then we've provided a little zip file with the Python code for the app.py, which allows you to run the Streamlit app locally. And then additionally, there's also another file which is called multimodal rag.py. It's kind of how we develop the RAG itself, and kind of some special code for how we were able to make it work with engineering drawings and diagrams. So I highly recommend taking a look at that. We also provided, some questions for you that you can ask, and it'll give you some pretty cool responses. So yeah, thank you.